Hello, welcome to Photoshop Quicklabs. In today's video, we will cover the Layers panel. For the video, we will be using Adobe Photoshop CC 2025. We will also be in Workspace Essentials Default. Our layer panel can be located on our left-hand side near the bottom of our environment. At the top, we have the ability to sort through our layers by different attributes, or we also have some filter options such as image pixels, adjustment layers, text layers, shape layers, and smart objects. These are on and off features, so once you click them, it will just show you those layers that are in that specific bracket, but you can also select other ones such as your text layer. And then to turn them off, you simply click them again. Now I have a project here that has a variety of layers, including adjustment layers, shape layers, text layers, and everything that you can think of. Our image layers are usually layers that have pixels that you would make changes to with adjustment layers or effects. We have a shape layer that you can actively make changes to that layer if you would like. And then we have our text layer that can also be active and changed. And as you can see, when I hover or change layers, if I have my properties panel open, it will also allow me to change the properties of that layer. So here I can change the font to a different font right away from this layer. I also have a no transparency smart object to kind of show you what layers do in hierarchy. The position of your layer in Photoshop determines what you can see in the final project. For example, if I move my background layer above the text layer, I can no longer see the rest of my layers. If I move it back to the bottom, then it'll be exactly what it needs to be, a background layer. Each layer can also be blended with the pixels from below, and you can do that by going to the menu for the blend modes. And this will allow you to interact your pixels on that layer with the pixels below in a variety of different ways. You also can change the opacity for that layer, meaning how much you can see through the layer. You also can lock that layer in a variety of ways. You can lock the pixels within that layer. You can lock the image pixels within that layer, or the transparent pixels. You can lock the position. You can lock it so you won't nest it into an artboard or a frame. And then you can lock all the attributes. You also have the ability to change the fill of that layer, and this will affect just the pixels, not any effects that you may have attached to that layer. Another feature of Photoshop is that you can group your layers and then color tag them as well. So if I take my background layer, hold Shift, and then go all the way up to my Hello Winter layer, I can then either group them by clicking right and then adding a new group, or I can simply drop them by holding and dropping them into my little folder icon at the bottom. Now I have group 1, which I can double click and rename to Hello Winter. And as I said, you can color tag this. So if I go here and right click, and then I can color tag it. So that would allow you to kind of make groups within your project. So you can put all your adjustment layers into one group. You can put all your text layers into another group and quickly color code them so that you can drop them down and open as needed. Now, the position of the layers, as I said, is very important. If we turn on this no transparency layer, you will see that it will cover all the layers beneath it. That means that all the pixels in this image are here full and active. Unlike something like my rectangle layer. My rectangle layer only has a rectangle within it. Everything surrounding it is empty, transparent pixels, which is why I can see below it. I also have an adjustment layer here at the top, And if I activate this, then I can make changes, and it is going to affect all the layers below. So if I double click here and I come up here to my hue, I can make changes, and as you can see, it is affecting every layer below it. Now, why does the black and the white remain the same? Well, that is because you can't really change the color of black and white. Black and white, anything that you add or subtract from it is still going to continue to be black and white, because black and white hold all colors. And this is how you would use your layer panel in Photoshop to create your projects and make sure that your visible layers are at the top. We will continue our lessons in the next video. See you then.